All right, I just went upstairs to get a drink. I got some Coke. Went upstairs to get a drink of Coke, obviously. And today I'm feeling very fatigued and tired. I don't know why. I'm not sick. I recovered from my sickness. I'm good now. But I'm feeling very tired and like lazy today. It's really weird. Maybe these videos are starting to wear me out. Obviously, I've been pumping out what 2 hour, I don't know, hour and like 45, 15 minute videos every day for the past what for the past I don't know, past month I've been doing that. That's how you know I'm not going to do like that. I put in all this work. I don't even get any credit for it. I see this through the five views on my channel, 6 subscribers. You guys act like you don't watch my videos and you watch behind the scenes. You think I'm gonna do like that when I'm king, man. I'm not gonna do like that, man. As I'm not taking my time, putting in the effort, making videos for you when you're not gonna put my stats on. I don't get paid for it. I'm not gonna make free videos for you, man. No, once I'm king, dude, if you want to see Ivan America, you gotta pay to see him. You gotta pay to see him, man. If you want to see me, you gotta pay to see my movie, which you guys will do obviously because I'm special. My documentary you'll watch, and my trends you'll see obviously. But again, because it's behind the scenes, you're left out. You're not safe obviously. Obviously. You might hear some noises. My family will listen to Christian music. Christians, right? After I make this video, as usual, I'll take a shower. I'll go to the store, get beer and smokes, and I'll order my shawarma again. Shawarma's getting a little bit annoying for me, but I've been there's a good shawarma shop in Elmer, so I've been ordering there a lot. So after this video, I'll order my shawarma and drinks. Obviously, right? And I'll watch what? I'll watch a show when I come back. I was watching what? Watching an Ivan YouTube video is like watching a television show. It's really interesting, obviously. See what I'm saying there? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, world. The countdown to my series is seriously ticking. As I told you, I'm getting tired. Even though watching my videos are fun, and I love making videos and all that stuff. It's fun, obviously. Once I'm king and I pay this fee, I will no longer be making videos for us. I'm not going to do like that. The real reason why I'm not making any videos for you is because you made me pay a price to be my wife. At the same time, you also what? You also don't talk to me in public eye, and you shout out my stats, and you don't talk to me as I'm not going to do like that, man. There's no way I'm going to take the time and effort to make videos for you for an hour, 2 hour videos. You don't even take the time to put my stats on and talk to me. Nah, man. I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. You made me pay a price, you're also gonna pay a price. When I'm king, you're not saved, you're left behind. There's no way we'll let you get your full king of that, man. You made God an innocent man pay a price to be his wife who didn't do anything wrong. Hence you're also hence the wicked, who are you guys are. The wicked people the wicked always attack innocent. That's how it works in this world. If you're an innocent man, the wicked will always attack you, obviously. The wicked what? The wicked cause mess in the innocent man's life, made him pay a price. Hence the judgment of God is set upon what? The wicked, obviously. You guys are obviously wicked people, obviously. As where do you think you get that in the Bible? How the wicked are what? The wicked are cast into hell and they're separated from God's presence, obviously. The symbols of being separated from God's presence is obviously symbols of your world being left behind. When I'm king, and my wife's queen with me, and she can now see me, she's saved. She's the only one who's saved, spiritually and physically. She's a part of that buzz with Ivan. Everyone around the world is left behind or not saved. And at the same time, they see hell. The reason why you guys see hell is because I'm holy, obviously, and you have STDs. I'm not a fan of STDs. At the same time, you deserve to see hell because you're wicked people, obviously. You don't deserve to see the light. You deserve to see hell because you're morally wicked people, obviously. Hence, I'm proving a point. I even like, why can't we see you? Look, man, I'm proving a point why you cannot see me because you don't deserve to see me. You're wicked people, obviously. You're not fucking good people. The reason why you see hell, no much you reap what you sow. I wish I can see the light. I wish I can see Ivan. Look, man, you don't deserve to see me. You don't deserve to see the light. You deserve to see hell because you guys are wicked people, man. Look at what you just meant. Why you guys are obviously what? You're morally what? You're morally wicked people, obviously. And you get what you fucking deserve. You don't deserve to see me. You don't deserve to see me physically when I'm king, and you don't deserve to be saved, obviously. You don't deserve to partake in my glory because you're fucking wicked people, obviously. At the same time, you don't deserve to see me spiritually because what? You're morally wicked people. You deserve to see hell, obviously. Hence why you guys will cry, obviously. Because not only are we left behind and we're banned from Ivan VJ's glory, when we dream, we also can't see Ivan. We can't see Ivan, I'm saying. When we dream, even though we saw Ivan have sex, we only saw his flesh. We'll never see his spirit, obviously. As I set the whole thing up, obviously. That's why you guys are what? You guys are gonna cry, obviously. It's finally gonna hit your minds. Oh my god, we got duped. Yeah, man, you guys got duped, obviously. Before I came here, I set the whole thing up, obviously. I set the whole thing up strategically, perfectly. Set the whole thing up, everything, man. Everything. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sorry today if I'm a little what? I'm a little what? I'm a little off when I speak because I'm a little bit lazy. I feel fatigued, man. I feel very fatigued and what? I feel very fatigued, tired for some reason. Maybe, as I told you, it's because these videos are wearing me out, man. I've been making videos every day for the past what? Past couple what? Past couple weeks, obviously. Hence why what? Once I finish my book one of Lord of the Rings, I am done. I'm not reading anymore because I'm getting tired, obviously. As I'm nice enough to read all of book one for you Lord of the Rings fans, and so I'm fucking nice, obviously. So I'm nice enough to read all of book one, which I should finish by the end of the month. I'll finish my Lord of the Rings read by the end of the month, obviously. But yeah, man, my Sky's is coming to be so top notch. Looking at something fucking crazy. You're looking at the best brand in the entertainment industry. And that's why those actors, Joseph and Zanes, are fucking lucky, as they're gonna get to experience the international fame of Ivan and VJ. You guys see the future. You already know how crazy of fame you're looking at, man. You're looking at the whole continents. I'm not talking about like a city going crazy. No, man. I'm talking about the whole world going crazy. Continents continents going crazy about my movie. All of North America. So imagine all of North America going crazy about the movie. Something fucking crazy. All of North America. All of Canada, all of America. That's a lot of people, man. Hundreds of millions of people there. And you have all of Europe. All of Japan. China has 1 billion people. Imagine all of China going crazy about the movie, man. You're looking at something fucking crazy. You're looking at international, worldwide crazy buzz, obviously. Hence why these actors are going to feel so on top of the world. It's such an amazing feeling to be a part of that buzz. As I told you, when me and my wife are in Switzerland for the red carpet, you're looking at like a lot of people. A lot of people. You're looking at, I don't know, the whole city will be cheering me and the actors on. Me and the actors, the crewmen on. You're looking at something fucking crazy, man. You're looking at the whole city. The whole city of Switzerland going crazy. I don't know, imagine 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 400,000 people going crazy around the city about my movie. Imagine something crazy like that. People holding boards. Because a lot of people are gonna go to the store and they're gonna have these boards like these Lithia, Tacitonius, Tactius boards. You know what I'm saying? Kick Aratat's ass. You know what I'm saying? Lithia board, a Papari board. They're gonna, because they're fans of the book. You're gonna see some people holding up boards. They're gonna create these boards. They're gonna cheer me and wife and the actors on. Man, it looks crazy. So, Tactius boards. Go Prince Tactius. Kick Aratat's ass. Kick the devil's ass. I'm saying it looks crazy, man. That's why but I told you, because of why, even though it's crazy fame, it's behind the scene fame. It's a fame you're looking at from your life is crazy fame, but it's behind the scene fame, obviously. As hundreds of people are going to take out pictures, and they're going to take pictures of me and my wife. And while the red carpet happens, a lot of people are going to take out their phones. They're going to take pictures and videos, and that will all be trending online. It looks crazy. It will all be trending online, man. It's been fucking crazy, man. All trending online. And that's why you guys will feel like shit, obviously. You'll be left out. As I told you, being left behind by God is a very horrific price to pay. Just like me being with my wife is a horrific price to pay. The mess, and especially having me die, there's nothing worse than death. You, world, being separated from God is a very horrific price to pay, man. Such a horrific price. A very, very horrific price. Those Hollywood actors there's a reason why they're all gonna beg their asses off for me to sign them. Because what? Because guys, there's so much companies, actors don't want to be left behind. They want to be saved. They don't want to be left behind. Because guys, this is that much of a company, man. I'm going to keep saying this. For my last Roseanne's movie project, there's a high chance I'll hire a director. I'm going to have this talk with my wife. BJ, do you think I should direct it myself? Or do you think I should hire a director to direct the movie? Hire a director to direct the movie, take the stress off me. I guarantee you, VJ will say, "Hey, Ivan, it's your movie. You decide." High chance I'm going to hire a director because I know starring as a lead and directing, man, very, very stressing. Especially for a movie like Zanus, directing and starring as a lead for 9 months is very, very stressing, man. I can accomplish it, obviously, but it'll be very, very stressing for me. Because while I'm acting, I also gotta direct these actors. It's very, very stressing. That's why there's a high chance I'm just gonna hire one of those guys and they're gonna direct my movie, obviously. As long as they co-write it with me, I will get a good movie. They co-write it with me, you should get a good movie because you have the same vision. You both know what your story is about. Both those guys will read my book, obviously. By the time they meet me, they would have already read my... Yeah, Ivan, I read your book. They already know what my book is about, obviously. And they're going to have good ideas, obviously, for the story. And as long as they co-write it with you and your two script developers, you will get a good screenplay, obviously. Right? And because they wrote it, they're going to be better directors, obviously. They're not going to be lost because they're going to be more prepped because they wrote the story themselves. See what I'm saying? But I want them taking directing notes for every scene. So if I hire those two guys, if I hire one of those two guys, every morning when we work on a script in my office, so whenever one of these directors go back to their hotel and say, "Hey, look, man, every day, whatever scene you write down, when you go to your hotel office, I want you writing down your directing notes for those scenes. Do that every day. That way, once you finish writing your script, all your notes are already written down. You're not stressed out. As there's nothing worse than writing, I don't know, a 400-page script, a 450-page script. You have to go over each scene and take all the directions. That's very stressing. That's why, to make it easier for you, every night when we work on a script, when you go home, dedicate a good hour and a half, and take your directing notes for each scene. That way you're prepped for production. I'll tell the directors that. I'll tell Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson that. Because I say their ass, I'm the boss, they're going to listen to me, obviously. Make sure, I'm going to say, "Hey, man, I don't want to put stress on you, but make sure every day, once you work on the script, when you go back to your hotel, make sure you dedicate a good hour and a half and take some directing notes. As the last thing you want to happen is write the whole script, and you got to go over each scene for the 400 pages, which is very, very stressing. You can do that if you want to, but it's just going to add more stress. You're better off going over taking your directing notes every day when you work on a script, and after you're done, when you go to your hotel, you take your notes and you go over the scene. It's easier that way. That's a smart way to do it. That way, by the time I wrote my 400, I don't know, my 450 page script, Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson, they took their notes. All their notes are now written down. They don't have to worry. They don't have to stress about going over each scene and taking the directing notes for each scene, obviously. You don't have to take the directing notes if you want to, but if you want to be well prepped, you need to take some notes, man. You don't. I'm gonna tell you, you don't have to take detailed notes, no, but take a little bit of notes. That way, you're not lost in a scene, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though you wrote the script, take some notes and study the notes. That way, you're not lost for the scenes. You're not lost. You're well prepped for production, obviously. As I told you, I don't want these guys ruining my story. Look, I want you to be well prepared by the time production starts. And so I need you to go over your directing notes and take your directing notes. That way you're well prepped for production. And you're not lost. You're not what? There's nothing worse than directing a movie and you're lost. No, man. There's nothing worse than winging it. There's nothing worse than not being prepared for production. You need to take your directing notes. That way, you're prepared for production, obviously. And I'm going to pay those two directors, if they're chosen, whoever's chosen, a nice $4 million to direct the movie, obviously. So $10 million for pre-production, like writing the script, doing the concept arts, consulting for businesses. If those guys are chosen, Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson, I want them to be my executive producers. I'll give them power over the movie, obviously. As in my opinion, it's good for a director to have some business power, obviously. So I'll have them be my executive producers, and I'll have them consult and write the script, do the concept arts. That they get to $10 million signables, which is nice. After taxing their agent, they have like a $5 million check in the bank, fat check in the bank, obviously. They get that money for pre-production, which is nice, obviously. They get millions in the bank, which is nice. And then the fourth year, the production starts. They'll be directing, and they get their nice $30 million, which is nice. They get a nice fat $30 million at the start of production when they direct the movie, obviously, which is nice, obviously. You pay them the millions, a lot of money, they're going to work harder for you. But if you pay them shitty money, they're not going to work as hard. So because Peter Jackson gives her a nice $30 million check, $40 million check, they're going to work hard for me, obviously. As getting a $10 million signing bonus or writing the script, doing concept arts, and consulting business is a nice paycheck. They're going to work hard for me. And if you give them nice perks too, obviously, like feed them, have them stay at a hotel, all that stuff. They're $100 gas card. And the fourth year at start production, you pay them a nice $30 million. That way they work hard for you. I told you, if those two directors, if I choose to hire a director and I follow those guys in my office, you're going to see how hard these directors are going to compete for the role, man. Compete for the job. As both those directors are going to want that job so bad. Both Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson, they're going to want that directing job so bad, man. They're going to want it. It looks something crazy, man. You're going to see how hard they're going to compete for the job. I'm going to ask them all these questions. You're going to see how hard both those guys are going to compete, obviously. But I told you, something tells me Mel Gibson. Something tells me Mel Gibson's the right man for the job. I told you, you guys already know. You can see the future. You know if I'm going to direct it myself. And you know if I'm going to hire one of those two directors. High chance I will hire one of those two directors. But you guys already know if I do hire a director, you know who the lucky chosen one is. You know if Mel Gibson's hired. You know if Peter Jackson's hired. You guys already know. Because I have the keys. You can see the future, obviously. You know, obviously. You know how boss and wife are going to be when I'm king, obviously. I'm going to own my own film entertainment company. A top-notch company, obviously. I'm going to own my own nice, luxurious office. I told you there's a high chance my office will not be downtown. Because it's very tough to find land downtown. There's a good chance my office might be outside downtown. Might be outside downtown, obviously. Right. As a me and my wife at 17 want to go out to eat, we're going to have to drive downtown. We can walk there. It depends how far it is. If it's not a far walk downtown, we can just walk there, obviously. We can just walk. But if what? If downtown's pretty far, we have to drive to get food and that kind of stuff. There's a good chance what I'll do is I'll drive to if for when I get food, I'm gonna drive to the store. I'll eat my food in the board office in the boardroom. It's easier that way. We can drive to the store. Sometimes we'll eat at the restaurant, at the fast food restaurant. There's a good chance I'm gonna drive there and come back to the boardroom and eat my food, eat my lunch in the boardroom. It's easier that way, obviously. I told you there's a high chance my office will not be downtown, which is still cool. If my office is not downtown, it's all right. It's still fine because me and my wife are gonna have to find land to build the building, to build the buildings. Obviously, we have to find a good. I'll find a good like 1.5 acres of land. 1 acre of land is a football field. It's fucking huge, man. It's 1 acre is enough. I'll find an acre of land. A good acre, 1.2 acres of land is good enough. And then once we buy the land, that's where we're gonna what? We're gonna build our offices. We're gonna build our office. We're gonna build our office. And we're gonna build our the building for the special effects team. I'll put 7 million towards building the building for the special effects team, and 6 million for the office. The construction team are also gonna have to build the parking lots too, put cement on the ground, all that stuff. That all costs us money, man. And you're looking at an advanced renovation. Because if I buy the land, I now have to what? I now have to build. I now have to build the building, and I also have to what? Build a cement, a parking lot for the 7 team, all that stuff. That'll also cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if you're putting 6 million, 7 million towards the building, it's easily affordable. Easy. As I'm putting in a good $6 million towards my building, the special effects team, which is more than enough, and I'm putting a good like 7 million towards the building for the special effects team, which is pretty cool. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. I mean, that's how top notch Wisconsin's companies. And all these actors who've been walking in my office are all going to be wowed. They're going to be wowed by the technology. Holy shit, man, Skysis is top notch. Yeah, man, you're looking at a top notch company, man. They're all going to be wowed because Skysis is that top notch of a company. It's a top notch brand. I'm going to keep repeating this, okay? For my Great Escape movie, there's a high chance those 2 actors are chosen, obviously. For the other actors, from the big A-list, there's a high chance Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, and Samuel Jackson, or Samuel Jackson will be chosen. But somebody tells me Ben Affleck isn't right for the boss. High chance I'll choose him, but because he has more of that look than Samuel Jackson, obviously. But somebody tells me what? High chance Ben Affleck, Samuel Jackson, Scarlett Johansson. You know what I'm saying? Keanu Reeves. There's a good chance they're the chosen actors for the Great Escape movie. Again, they already know if they're chosen. They can see the future. They know, obviously. And if they're chosen, they're the lucky ones. I told you there's a high chance I'm gonna cast them. I'll tell my secretaries, hey man, give these guys agents a call. I want to cast them for the role. Obviously. And if they are hired, you guys already know. You guys watching, obviously, you guys already know. You already know if you're chosen or not, obviously. If they're chosen, they're the lucky ones. As they're gonna get to experience what? The international fame. The crazy buzz for that Great Escape movie. You're looking at an amazing movie for the Great Escape movie. Something better quality than James Bond. James Bond is fucking top notch. Picture something better quality than James Bond. It may not be a better movie, but I guarantee you the greatest movie will even be better than James Bond. But you're looking at an amazing story for that. Obviously. But in terms of quality, you're looking at something better than James Bond. That's why Skysis will be what? A top notch company. Obviously. It'll be the biggest brand in the entertainment industry. Right? Keanu Reeves, I want to pay him a nice $4 million for the role. I'm not going to hire him. That's enough. Ben Affleck, I want to pay him like 20, 35, 34, 36 million around there. Probably 35 million. Pay him $14 million bonus and a $21 million salary, which is nice, obviously. Scarlett Johansson, I'll pay her $28 million. So I'll pay her a $23 million salary and a $15 million signing bonus, which is nice, obviously. And Samuel Jackson, if he's hard, I'm going to pay him $38 million too, with $15 million signing bonus and a $23 million salary, which is nice, obviously. And Keanu Reeves, I want to pay him a $16 million signing bonus and a $24 million salary. I want to pay all these guys a lot of money, obviously. I'm going to keep saying this. None of them are getting a piece of Moonrise royalties, as none of them are worth Moonrise royalties. I'm going to keep saying that. There's no Hollywood actor who's worth Moonrise royalties. Maybe you're big in Hollywood, when you're in my movie, you're no longer the main show. I'm going to keep saying that. Maybe you're big in Hollywood, when you're in my movie, you're no longer the main show. You're now the side attention at your what? You're not getting a piece of royalties. The only reason why the whole world's going crazy about the movie is because of me and my wife. They're not going crazy. They're not all buying the 4K Blu-ray disc movie because of you, man. You're buying it because of me and my wife, hence why you're not worth my royalties. As if you did your own movie, only good, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20 people would buy your movie. So compare 5, 10, 15, 20 people buying your movie compared to what? A billion people around the world buying it. I don't know, compare that to hundreds of millions of people around the world buying it. 700 million people around the world buying it. You see the difference, hence why none of these actors are worth what? In other words, these actors compared to my wife look small, obviously. Because I'm so powerful, I'm so big, I'm the son of God, all these big Hollywood actors look small compared to me because I'm that big, obviously. That's why they're not worth my royalties. Because I'm that powerful. As for my movie, everyone around the world will be watching it, man. English speaking world, they're all going to be watching it. Whereas for all these celebrities, not everyone watches their movies. Only a small percentage watch their movies. And you see the difference, and you see why none of them are worth what? My royalties, obviously. See what I'm saying? Because I guarantee those actors' agents are going to try and get a piece of royalties. You're not getting a piece of royalties. You're not worth it. Zero. I'm making that movie for $730 million. That you're looking at unheard of technology, better than James Bond, something unheard of. Not as good as Zane's, but you're looking at something almost as good as Zane's in terms of technology, obviously. Whereas Zane's looking at something unheard of. As I'm putting $97 million towards that movie. And you're looking at unheard of technology for that movie, obviously. They're unique. KJ Apple's chosen for that movie. He will be playing the role of my best friend Jake. I might even have him have a girlfriend in that movie too. He has a girlfriend. You see him making out with her, kissing her. I might have Josh be a virgin, like a 30-year-old virgin. You know what I'm saying? And he meets Dawn, and he falls in love with Dawn, and then Jake, his girlfriend, and Dawn's powerful family, and her best friend, they're all envious of the relationship. The sad to my life, obviously. You know the reason why I want to have Josh a virgin is it makes the story more powerful. He makes it, you know what I'm saying? A virgin man who's never been with a woman, to be in a relationship, he has to go through hell just to be in a relationship. It's happened to my life, obviously. Ivan's a virgin man. He's never been in a relationship, and yet he has to what? To be with his wife, he has to suffer death and have sex with hundreds of women, be a porn star just to be with his wife. Because the world's fucking crazy, and they're mentally psychotic people, obviously. Because you guys are morally wicked people, obviously. And so I'm making fun of the world. Oh my God, hey, VJ, let's make fun of the world. Let's show how crazy these guys really are. Let's make this very unique movie. That's why I'm making that movie. And you're looking at an amazing movie for that. One of the best movies ever made. KJ Apple willing to pay him $3 million for the role, because he'll be a major character for that movie. Obviously, it depends. If he's an A-list actor by then, I'll pay him more money. If he's an A-list actor, a small A-list actor by then, I can pay him like $9 million for the role. If he's an A-list actor by then, but if he's still a B-list actor doing television shows and independent movies, I'll pay him a value of $3 million, which is nice, obviously. Nice. That's nice for a biggest actor. As in Hollywood, they get like $900,000 for a television show, $1 million, $700,000, $600,000 for a television show. It's me paying him. That's a nice fucking salary, obviously. And that movie, I'll make for a good $50 million. I have to put more money into the movie because I have to create room to pay my 17 too. I have to pay my crewman. I have to pay my 17. And for that movie, I only need to put a couple dozen million towards the movie. For that movie, I only need to put like 35, 40 million towards the movie. That's enough. Whereas the rest is all going towards salaries, obviously. So for that movie, I'm going to put a lot more money towards salaries because for what? For a romance story, you don't have to put that much money towards the movie. $30 million going towards a romance movie is more than enough. More than enough. That's why they're unique. I'm making it around that. I'm making their unique around that what? Around that $200 million range, $250 million range around there. 240, 250, $230 million range. 250 million is good. And you're looking at one of the best stories for that. You're looking at an amazing what? An amazing movie for that, man. Right. After that, you have the Hidden Vampire movie. Will Smith and Mark Wahlberg. There's a high chance those actors I want chosen for that movie. Again, you guys watching this, if you guys are watching this, you already know. I'm talking to you, Will Smith and Mark Wahlberg. You guys already know if you're chosen or not. As you guys can see the future, you already know if you're chosen for that movie or not. You guys know, man. And I told you there's an 80% chance they are chosen. As I guarantee you, when I start the process for that movie, I'm gonna tell my secretary, hey, give Will Smith agent a call, give Mark Wahlberg's agent a call. I want these guys cast for my movie, obviously. Mark Wahlberg will be in his early 60s, but he'll still be young, pretty young. Will Smith will be like 70. And both those guys will be older, but they're still gonna, like, when you're 70 and in your early 60s, you're still pretty strong. You're still good. It's not until you hit your late 70s that's when when you're 80s that's when you're getting old. When you're in your early 70s, you're still good. Will Smith is good for the captain on the boat. Mark Wahlberg, I can have him be the other captain, or I can have him be one of the newlywed couples on the boat. I can have him be he's an elderly he's with an elderly woman who just got married. I don't know, so they're a newlywed couple, but they're an older couple who got married in their 60s. That's my point. See what I'm saying? And Will Smith, I'm willing to pay him a nice $4 million for the role. I can pay him a bit more, but I have to create room for the crew. Hence, I'm not going to pay him $4 million. I'll pay him $40 million because you got to watch for your budget, man. You got to also create room for your 17 and your crewmen. Your crewmen are very important, and you need to pay them. They have families to feed. And that's why you have to create room for your crewmen too, obviously. And Mark Wahlberg, I'm going to pay him like 35, I don't know, 35, 36 million around there. I didn't even pay him 38, but I told you, you have to create room for your crewmen, man. That's why I'll pay him like 35 million for the role. You know what I'm saying? Pay him a $14 million sign bonus on $21 million salary. $22 million salary, $14 million sign bonus, which is nice. Whereas Will Smith, I can pay him a $16 million sign bonus. You can pay him $41 million. You can pay him a $16 million sign bonus, $17 million sign bonus on a $24 million salary start production. I can even pay. I can. There's room for bargaining. I can even pay him like $41 million. You know what I'm saying? But I told you, you have to watch it for your budget. As it's very important that you create room for your crew. Watch my camera here.